Smoking on the best, I'm kicking sauce that Carolina shit. Niggas only gangster when they tryna beef by the bitch. Cash out like casinos in this bitch, we tryna hit a lick. Hustle to survive, the only way to make it out the sticks. If you ain't playing ball, you
what's going on? So we in the shop this week and we got a Tahoe, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. We got a 7.5-inch rough country. Let's go ahead and jump into it, get this damn thing in the air, and we'll go ahead and start wrenching. All right, so I went ahead and got this side disassembled. Everything is off. I went ahead and threw the uppers in already, so that way it's just out the way. It looks like this truck already had a lift on it, so cross member and everything is gone and it's been cut already. So all I really got to cut is the dust shields, the tie rod in, and the inner tie rod, and I want to say that's about it up front. Put some black paint on the frame just because it was kind of dirty, so went ahead and did that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the other side, so that way I can go ahead and get everything disassembled, go ahead and drop the diff. All right, so we got the diff out and all the way down. So now all I got to do is go ahead and get the diff drop brackets put in. I got this side cleaned up, uppers in. So like I was saying before, somebody's already cut this shit for a lift kit. So I'm pretty sure it's a rough country kit just based off of how they cut it. But yeah, it looks like we should be good on that aspect. So all I got to do from now is just go ahead and put the drop brackets on, go ahead and put the diff up, and then we can kind of build it up from there. So all right, about an hour later, we went ahead and got most of the suspension put back up. So just went ahead and got to the grind and knocked out all this shit. I got the diff put in. Everything is tight underneath. Got the axle spacers, got the cross members in, uppers are in already, and I got the lowers in, and I got them drilled out, got the extra hole drilled. So we should be good to go ahead and throw the coilovers in, and then we'll go ahead and start tightening up cross members and all that shit, and pretty much going from inside out. But other than that, we're looking really good to go ahead and be finishing up at least the front by tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here, go ahead and get these coilovers put in, and then I may even just go ahead and put the spindle in. I'm not too sure yet, because I can just slam the hubs in last. But yeah, we might say that for tomorrow and just kind of give me something to do before I jump on the rear, because this didn't really take me too much time, just because, like I said, both cross members were already cut. This damn thing's already had a lift on it, so it's basically just cleaning it up and getting it right. But like I said, man, that flat black paint, I don't know what it is. It just makes everything look so much better. All right, so we went ahead and got the coilovers installed, and I got the brackets and everything situated. Just got to tighten that up tomorrow. But like I said, we'll get back in here tomorrow evening and finish up everything up the front. Just got to put the spindles and everything on, and then we'll be good to go. Looking good so far, man, all the way through. So should be a nice one once I get it all finished up and put the wheels on it and everything. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get the hell up out of here, and we'll pick back up tomorrow evening. All right, we in here next day, and I went ahead and kind of got a couple things knocked out. So I went ahead and got the spindles, calipers, rotors, got the sway bar drop brackets put in, and the sway bar put in. Just kind of going through everything and tightening up everything as I go. Once I put the wheels on, I'll tighten up the lower control arms and all that shit. But for now, she's looking good, and ain't much more to do. I went ahead and cut the tie rods, cut the dust shields. Had to cut the sway bar bolts because they were too long to go inside them small ass brackets. Rough country, obviously, with the bullshit. But cut those in half so that way I can put those brackets up with the stock bolts, then use the supplied bolts for the bottom. But other than that, we good to go. So about to go ahead and finish up. All right, so we got the whole front end complete and ready to go. So everything is tight, and all we got to do now is put the wheels on, and I'm gonna test those out because he doesn't have his wheels that he's gonna be putting on yet. He's gonna be bringing those by Sunday, so we're gonna have to wait on those. But I'm gonna go ahead and probably throw on some spacers, because I'm pretty sure those wheels aren't gonna fit on this kit without a spacer. So just go look over everything one more time, and then once I kind of get it up in the air, put the spacers on, get it on the ground, we'll tighten up and torque the lower control arms and everything all the way, and we'll be complete up front. And then we'll go ahead, run to the back, get that up, and start taking that shit apart, so that way by the end of the night I can pretty much have everything ready to go to go ahead and throw the rear lift parts in. So all right, so we got it on the ground and sitting down. Didn't end up having to use those spacers. It kind of went on without too much OD shit going on, so it's got maybe a fingernail worth of length if you got these 20s. And I want to see what size these are. 275, 55, 20. So stocks can fit on this lift. You won't need too much spacers if you got these type of 20s and this tire size. But yeah, we should be good to go. About to go ahead and lift this back up and get in the jack stands kind of position now, so that way I can go ahead, disassemble the rear, and then we can get started on that. But front look good, man. All right, so went ahead and got around to getting the back lifted up and in the air. I got the springs and everything taken out, got the track bar loose, I got the control arms disconnected, magnet rod, all that shit, shocks are disconnected. So all I gotta do now is go ahead, I'm gonna start by probably going ahead and putting these brackets in, these drop brackets, and then we'll just pretty much move from there. Ain't got too much more to do once you kind of get to this point. Just put the brackets on. I got to drill the bump stop shit and put the springs in, new sway bar links, drop brackets, and track bar relocation bracket. We'll put that in too. I got to drill that. So e-brake line, like I was telling y'all before, on these magnet ride models, the shit rides all the way through that hole that you have to put that bracket in. So if you got that line running through there, the bracket's not gonna fit. So gotta disconnect that shit and run it to where you can kind of get it underneath, and then you can just zip tie these together in time, and then you'll be good to go. All right, so this is where I'm gonna stop. Just got pretty much everything from where I left off. I just went ahead and painted the frame just so that way the visible parts are kind of at least cleaned up. So once we get back in, we'll go ahead and put the drop brackets in and all that. I got the e-brake lines and all that shit loose. So with these, you just got to pull them with a set of pliers. I explained it in the earlier video, but pull them with a set of pliers, run them through them holes, drop them. It's a bracket on the axle itself. Just got to take that down. I'm gonna leave those hanging because after I put the brackets on, that's when I'm gonna run those lines. So that'll be pretty much it for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck out of here and chill out. All right, we're back in here on Sunday, and I went ahead and got the lower control arm brackets somewhat situated. They're just loosely mounted. Still got to put that bolt down there for the bottom of the frame, but got the lower and the upper control arms kind of situated in here, loosely mounted. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get down here, start drilling out for the bump stop and the traction bar relocation bracket. I'll go ahead and put these shock extenders on and all the extra bracketries and shit like that. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and keep on going. I'll show y'all how I route these e-brake lines around all this shit. It's usually got like a little notch right here that you can use to put the e-brake lines up under here and kind of tidy it up, still run it through that same little hole. So that's kind of how you'll have to do it with the LTZs and higher if it has the air suspension in the back. But all right, so we got most of the floor cleared up, and I got all the brackets in. So the control arm drop brackets, got the bump stop brackets, I got the shock extenders in, I got the traction bar relocation bracket in all the way. So just got to tighten everything up and finish up everything as far as the coil springs. But we're almost done now, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these springs in and go ahead and connect all the rest of this extra shit that I need to kind of get situated, like the e-brake lines, the fucking air suspension wiring harness bullshit that goes on these struts, and then we should be good to go. But yeah, it's not too bad doing this as long as you got some good drill bits and shit. It won't take no time. So we'll put that bracket on there for those lines, and that should be about all that we got to install. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back to everything and finish this damn thing up, so that way we can see what it looks like all complete. All right, so we got everything finished up and ready to go. So I got the spring in, everything is in as far as the sway bar links and stuff. So we're looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the wheels on, go ahead and get it up in the air. Then I'll do my double checks and retorques, and then we should be able to go from there. I'm gonna take that bracket and put it on once I get the wheels on and shit. As soon as I get it on the ground, we'll go ahead and give y'all a final look, and we'll kind of wait until he comes here with the wheels, and I'll try to get a last final video of everything once it's finished and get a picture and all that shit, so that way I can post it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. All right, so we all finished up in the rear. I got it all on the ground, got everything torqued and ready to go. So now all I'm gonna do is just double check everything, crawl up underneath one more time. I'm gonna pull it on out so that way I can get a better look at it. And then just make sure it doesn't have any pops, creaks, or any type of knocks or shit like that. I'm gonna just drive it around, do a test drive. Yes, she's looking good so far. So go ahead and pull this damn thing out, get a nice little view of it outside, and then take some pictures and shit. And we'll see if he's gonna bring the wheels today. If so, we'll try to get some footage of that. Let's go ahead and pull this damn thing out and get a look outside. All right, there she go, all the way complete. So don't look too crazy as far as damn nose diving goes. It kind of looks like it's somewhat slanted, back, but it's just probably just the way that the ground is. But looks good all the way through. Coilovers look good popping out like that, so she rides good already. No sounds, no crazy shit like that. Just gotta let everything kind of break itself in. But yeah, she looking good. Turned out nice. Can't wait to see what wheels he's gonna end up putting on it, but she looks solid.